Have you ever wondered why certain ideas, products, or behaviors suddenly take off and become a phenomenon? Malcolm Gladwell's The Tipping Point explains this mystery by exploring how small actions can spark massive change. It's about the moment when something ordinary reaches its tipping point and becomes extraordinary. In this episode, we'll break down the 3 rules of epidemics, introduce key concepts like the law of the few, and show how understanding tipping points can change the way you think about the world. Stick around for a final takeaway you won't want to miss. So, what exactly is a tipping point? Gladwell describes it as the critical moment when an idea, product, or trend reaches a threshold and spreads like wildfire. Think of it as filling a glass with water, drop by drop. At first, nothing seems to happen. But when the final drop falls, the glass overflows. That's the tipping point, a small change that triggers a big transformation. Gladwell introduces 3 rules that determine whether an idea, product, or behavior will reach its tipping point. Let's break them down one by one. 1. The law of the few. The first rule is the law of the few. Gladwell explains that in any epidemic, a small group of people, connectors, mavens, and salesmen, play a crucial role in spreading the word. These individuals have an outsized influence on others. Connectors are like social butterflies. They know everyone and bring people together. Mavens are information gatherers. Think of them as human Google. They know everything about everything and love to share their knowledge. Salesmen are the persuaders. They have the charisma and charm to convince others to take action. Look around your network. Who are the connectors, mavens, and salesmen in your life? These are the people who can help spread your ideas. 2. The stickiness factor. The second rule is the stickiness factor. For an idea or product to spread, it has to be memorable. It needs to stick in people's minds. Gladwell uses the example of Sesame Street, a children's show that became a tipping point in education because it combined entertainment with effective learning strategies. Think of a catchy jingle from a commercial. It sticks in your head for days. That's the stickiness factor in action. If you want your idea to spread, ask yourself, is it simple, memorable, and impactful? Make it stick. 3. The power of context. The third rule is the power of context. Gladwell explains that people's behavior is strongly influenced by their environment. A clean, well-lit neighborhood reduces crime, while a broken, neglected one encourages it. Small changes in context can lead to big changes in behavior. Imagine a thermostat. Adjusting the temperature by just a few degrees changes the entire atmosphere of a room. That's the power of context. To create change, focus on small environmental tweaks that can have a big impact. Gladwell brings his ideas to life with fascinating real-world examples. Take Hush Puppies, a nearly forgotten shoe brand that suddenly became a fashion trend in the 1990s. How? A small group of New York hipsters started wearing them, and the trend caught fire. Or think of the Ice Bucket Challenge, which raised millions for ALS research. A few viral videos turned into a global phenomenon. These examples show how tipping points can transform industries and causes overnight. Can you think of a tipping point in your own life? A moment when a small decision led to a big change? Share your story in the comments. So, how can you use the concepts from The Tipping Point in your own life? Whether you're launching a business, starting a movement, or simply trying to influence others, the key is to focus on the small things that can create big change. Identify the key influencers in your network, the connectors, mavens, and salesmen, and engage them. Make your message sticky, simplify your idea, and add an emotional hook to make it unforgettable. Evaluate your environment. What small tweaks can you make to create a context that supports your goals? This book isn't just about understanding trends, it's about understanding how change happens. Whether you're a marketer, teacher, or community leader, The Tipping Point offers a roadmap for creating meaningful impact. Ready to create your own tipping point? Start by reading the book and identifying one small action you can take today to spark change. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into life-changing books. Remember, creating a tipping point takes time and persistence. Small actions may not seem significant at first, but they add up. As Gladwell reminds us, the smallest things can trigger the biggest changes. Here's a final challenge for you. What's one small thing you can do today to start a positive ripple effect? Let us know in the comments. Change starts with one small step. Understanding tipping points isn't just about trends, it's about realizing your own potential to create impact. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.